What we're looking at here is not so simple as a matter of freedom versus tyranny. Freedom and tyranny play into this question, but it's not so simple as all that. What this is about is, pardon the expression, a whole new world order, okay? That's an expression that was trending yesterday on Twitter, and it was trending because an Australian politician accidentally let the phrase slip.
Be put back in place, especially with reopening and people going back to pubs and stuff, because our exposure sites still, will they be put back in place to be listed once we are reopening, because they're not at the moment?
We will be looking at what contact tracing looks like in the New World Order. And yes, it will be pubs and clubs and other things if we have a positive case there. Our response may be different if we know that people are fully vaccinated. So we're working through a number of those issues, but we will have to reflect and learn.
The New World Order? I thought this was 15 days to slow the spread. New World Order? Because of the Wu flu? The New World Order is a phrase you may have heard before. The New World Order was a term popularized by George H.W. Bush in a couple speeches that are now being suppressed. This was back at the start of the first Iraq War, the Gulf War.
What is at stake is more than one small country. It is a big idea, a new world order, where diverse nations are drawn together in common cause to achieve the universal aspirations of mankind: peace and security, freedom, and the rule of law. Such is a world worthy of our struggle and worthy of our children's future.
We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order, a world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.
I don't know about that. Wait, the UN is now going to just go in and kind of run all these different countries? I don't know about that. So when I heard this Australian politician use the phrase New World Order, I said, where have I heard that? I heard that from George Bush. Let me look up that speech. So I look it up on YouTube, and the speech won't come up. The clip won't come up. Actually, what comes up is some other speeches of George Bush, and then a header, like a little disclaimer that says the New World Order is a conspiracy theory, and it's not real, and it's to totally ignore this. There's nothing to see here. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. You say, wait, what? Nothing says the New World Order is a conspiracy quite like burying the clips of the speech of the New World Order and telling you it doesn't exist, right? That's, yeah, okay. And having the largest corporation on earth do that. Yeah, that assuages my fears. Okay, but of course that's what this is. I mean, that clip was from September 11th, 1990 and January 16th, 1991. And Bush was talking about the Gulf War. And he's saying, look, what we're going to do now, the Cold War's over, we're going to remake the entire world in America's image. And his son would pursue this path in the second Iraq War and the War on Terror and abolishing tyranny in the world, as he said in the second inaugural. And it was a bit utopian and a bit progressive and quite liberal. But they really meant it. They really said, there is going to be a world order and we want to change the world order. And the effect of the coronavirus lockdowns, without question, is that. I'm not saying it's some sneaky cabal, in the shadows somewhere with space lasers or anything. I'm just saying the effect of these lockdowns is to reorder the way that citizens relate to their nations and the way that nations relate to the rest of the world. That's just without question. I mean, Joe Biden proved it last night by upending the constitutional order and imposing this mandate. I'm so glad that you enjoyed that clip. You can get the whole show. It's the Michael Knowles Show. It's very easy to remember because I'm Michael Knowles. That's the name of the show. You can get it at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, wherever you get your podcasts. Head on over there right now. Get your phone out, if you don't mind. Pull up that app. Type in the Michael Knowles Show. Subscribe. See you next time.